So the final part, finally, of looking over all of these new roles for weapons. Honestly, I thought this was going to be just a quick video I'd make or something, and realized that I actually have tons of input, and I could sit here and talk forever about what I could do, the roles and everything that it could happen that makes some just incredible stuff. And I've actually probably gone about as fast as I can with adding some stuff in, because I have to discuss some of it. I don't want to just say this is this and this is what you get now and just that. Some of it is, to me, it's kind of interesting as to how it works out, or disappointing how it works out. So I kind of want to, review what's happening as I go and try to make things faster. I cannot believe it is taking me 5 videos to review all these roles and everything. And I saved the pistols for last because, to me, some of the pistol stuff is good and some of it is a little disappointing the way it's going to work out, because some parts of pistols need more help than others and you're going to lose some of that help. So let's dig into the pistol role changes. So starting off with the magazine. Oh, and this is going to go for automatic pistols and regular pistols, meaning, pistols, if we call them pistols, that you can just hold the trigger down and it shoots every bullet. And, like the Wolfhound, that you just pull the trigger every time. So we know how those normally work. You'll get anywhere from 8 to 24 on a fully automatic pistol, and like the Wolfhound, you get a 2 to a 8 mag, a +2 to a +8. So those kind of come in handy. Normally you want to see like the +2 at max, because you're wanting to see crit rolls come up and a damage for the Wolfhound. So you don't ever really want to see that +8 mag hit on that particular one. So where the mag changes are going to hurt is the automatic ones, because some guns need their bullets. And a +8 to a +24 mag, that's mighty handy right there with the automatic pistols. And they are going to completely wipe all of these out, and it will go to the multiplication instead of the adding. So they will be starting at a times 1.2 mag to all the way to a ×2 mag. So that can give you anywhere from 20% to double the ammo, which is not significant enough. Now, this is not a bad thing necessarily for the single shot weapons, but for those weapons that are fully automatic, they don't do as much damage, or they don't do as much crit, one or the other, and they kind of need more bullets to make them good. And well, actually, we need more of a ammo reserve for pistols, but I don't know if we'll ever see that. So that's been a request for a long time. There's not enough pistol ammo for the fully automatic ones, and they should have really upped it, but I don't guess we will ever see that. Accuracy. Once again, most of us don't care about accuracy. Now, we used to get common, uncommon, and rare. And once again, all the way across the board, we will get them again, but not as well. I don't know. It's probably not as good. We used to get the -0.50 accuracy for rare, and the best we'll get now is what's gone to that multiplication one. We'll get a ×0.85 for a legendary. Normally, this isn't something you really want to see on your pistol a lot either. There's a lot of other rolls I'd rather see than accuracy on my pistols. They should have just gotten rid of accuracy for the most part. Most of us don't want to see those rolls. I'd rather see like a recoil than that, just so it could. Recoil just seems to work better for me. Accuracy, it's one of those things where you don't see it. It doesn't change the stats on the card, so it bothers you not to actually see it there. Just knowing that it's supposed to tighten your reticle doesn't really make me all that happy necessarily. So reload. Once again, there is no legendary reload roll right now, but we will be getting it. But this one will be a .75, not a .7 like we were getting on a lot of the other ones. So it's not quite as good as what we're getting added to a lot of other weapons. But all the other rolls kind of make up for it, because once again, the common roll goes away, the .95, and we're getting a .9 reload. and 0.85 to 0.8. So I mean, we are getting some good reload rolls, but with the pistol, you really, I guess maybe with the fully automatics, you might actually prefer to see that reload roll now, so that you can reload the gun faster, so that you can start shooting again, because a lot of the fully automatics reload really, really pathetically slow, and that's one of the reasons why you want to see a lot of bullets. That way you don't have, issues with that 4-hour reload on some of those. Now, critical multipliers. This is gonna kill wolfhounds a little bit, because we will be getting a 10th less on them from here on out. Because you used to be able to get a 1.15 and a 1.25 critical multiplier to give you a total of a 1.4. You won't be able to get a 1.4 now. The legendary roll, which we've never had that before, will be a 1.3 crit multiplier. That is the best you'll be able to get. The rare and uncommon, once again, are staying the same, but we also get a 1.05 common. So they added that in there. So you won't be able to get quite as much on your wolfhound, and supposedly some of the other rolls could make up for it, but you're going to have to get the right amount of other rolls to make up for losing that 10th of a crit on something like a wolfhound. That's significant. Recoil, we used to only get uncommon and rare, both of them a negative 0.10. Now it's back to the multiplication table. We're going to go from a times 0.9 to a times 0.5 recoil. Now on some of the fully automatics, that could come in handy, because some of them have a little bit of kick that could stop that kick, keep your bullets a little more centered. That could be handy on some of those. Fire rate. This could come in handy. We used to get the 1.1 fire rate for a legendary roll, and now we get the 1.15. I am a fan of fire rate, so this could be a good thing, but it's one of those, it just depends on the weapon and all the other rolls as to whether or not you actually want the fire rate, plus the synergy. Now if you have cannoneer, you probably do want to see another fire rate, but then again you may not. It may be fast enough with cannoneer, and there's such a thing as running out of bullets too fast too. You're just chewing through your ammo reserves with that. So it's kind of putting everything together. This is why I'm saying could you keep talking about it, because I can just sit there and look at that, and then look at this other, and then look at this other, and depending upon the weapon, I can sit there and think of all the ways I could put this stuff together, because most of us have been thinking for a long time in terms of multiple rolls, multiple reload, multiple damage, multiple critical multipliers, and we're not going to be seeing those after these changes. So it's kind of putting all of these together to see what we can get and what's the best thing you can do. Now the last thing on this list is damage, where we could get the 1.05 damage for uncommon and the 1.1 damage for legendary. Once again, they bumped the legendary to a 1.12. They've given us a common and a rare chance, so we could technically get a rare 1.08 damage. And this is why I'm saying you can put things together. That 1.08 damage is a rare. Say put that 1.15 fire rate, give yourself that uncommon, or well, is the uncommon? Yeah, we're the uncommon. So the uncommon critical multiplier of a 1.15, and you can just kind of take your pick from there. Maybe add the 1.2 mag depending on it, or add the reload or recoil, which the recoil just isn't that great. But so you, depending upon the weapon, I think I'm kind of thinking mag, and I'm viewing in my head a wolfhound is what I'm speaking of for this. So that's how you could kind of put that weapon together to give its best performance. Maybe it just, you may want to get that crit max for that one. It's what I'm saying. There's so many numbers to run through your head, so many things to look at. You could drive yourself insane and not ever see what you're wanting because of RNG, because of the random number generator. We're all kind of stuck with that. Seems like every game is running the random number generator these days, and we're just kind of having to settle for what we get, it seems. So maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. You're gonna have to wait for the perfect drop. You can sit here and run the perfect drop through your head on all of these weapons and never see crap. So let's just hope everybody's lucky. I hope you all get some sort of incredible super awesome weapons out of all of this, that these things roll well, because they can still roll bad, but that's what keeps you addicted to the game, is what can you get. And I am going to stop here. And I hope you guys found this information useful, or at least as interesting as I have, and I will catch you guys later.